Hi everyone, this is Lorraine. Today I'm going to show you how I apply my blush, kind of bronzer and highlight. So I hope you enjoy. I'll talk to you all soon. Okay, so I already applied my foundation, my concealer, and my powder. Let me show you what I use because people ask. I use MAC MW20 Studio Finish Concealer. I really like this. Best concealer I've used yet. The YSL Perfect Touch in number 5, and then this YSL powder, it's a pressed matte and radiant pressed powder in number 3. So that's what I use. If you can recommend a really nice powder, I would highly appreciate it. I'm allergic to MAC's foundations. Make my skin break out really bad, so that's that. Let's begin. First, I'm going to take my bronzer in Laguna by NARS. I've only used this a couple times so far. It's okay. And I take my 129 brush. This is like the best brush ever. And I just take some on there, and then you smile, and you do it in like a C shape. So you just go C, okay? C. You go C. I'm going to apply a lot more than I normally would just so you can really get an idea. C. I just kind of tap. Okay, and then you don't want it to just be there. It looks okay, but you want to add a little sweep to your chin. If you are worried about having a double chin, you put it underneath there. Just a little bit. You can actually, let's take this brush, the 165 MAC brush, which is, I think it's limited edition from the Blonde Brunette Redhead. I love this brush. If you are worried about your nose, you put a little bronzer on the sides of your nose. Makes it appear a little bit smaller. Okay. So after the bronzer, you then apply your blush. So my blush of choice today is the MAC and Dolly Mix. Yeah, Dolly Mix MAC blush. And I take that same brush, I put way too much on, and then all I do is apply it to the apples. I tap it so that I get the excess off. So I apply it to the apples, and then I just go up a little bit to blend it in to the bronzer. If you don't want to do a bronzer, I suggest just getting maybe a powder that's like a couple shades lighter than your skin is. It just gives it a nice effect. Of course, if you have a different shaped face and you want to achieve different things, I have like kind of a heart-shaped face. If you can see where my chin is really pointy at the bottom, and I'm wider in here, so this kind of just makes this appear a little bit smaller. I don't really care. I like my face. You should learn to like your face too. But after you apply the blush, just apply it in there. I don't really go up there with that, just more on the apples. We go in with our highlighter. Today, because this is all powder, I'm going to go with this powder one. This is the NARS and Albatross, and I'm going to take that 165 brush. If you don't get the opportunity to get the 165 brush, this 116 brush is really good. And if you want, you can apply everything with just one of these brushes. I just really like the 129 for the blush and the bronzer, but you can use the same brush just all the way around. Now, for the highlighter, you take the highlighter, tap that excess off, and what I do is another C shape, But look at this. Okay, so you go C up into the brow bone. See? And then that's where you know where you get the highlight, right up in there. So you get a C right there. So you just tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. And then we want a little bit on our nose, on the bridge of our nose, just from like there up, little highlight. This is a cool trick. If you put a little bit of highlight right in the middle, it makes your lips look a little bit bigger. And then I always apply some on the top of my chin. And if you want, you can apply it right in here. Kind of makes it glow. You don't have to do a shiny highlighter. You can use a matte highlighter too. Just go a couple shades lighter in your foundation or in your blush. Like let's say you're darker than me, like a lot darker than me. You could buy my shade if you were a lot darker than me and use that as a little bit of highlighter, and it would look really, really natural and really, really pretty. I'm not about being natural though, so whatever. And that's all I do. If you really, really, really don't want those harsh lines, what I do a lot of times is I go back over with the blush or my powder brush. This is what I use for my powder. I love this brush, the Makeup Forever little kabuki kind of brush. I really love it. And I just go and I just kind of go around because my powder's still on it, so it kind of makes everything just really nice. And so you don't get like really harsh lines, but you have a nice glow. Now a lot of people choose to contour in there. I don't personally like that on me. It looks good on some people, but I don't feel like I have enough room in here where it almost looks like I have like a 5 o'clock shadow if I put the brown in there. Even if it's blended really, really nicely, I like to have this white area here. You could actually apply a highlight if you want it right in there too, just to kind of highlight the cheeks more. Just the way I do it. Who knows if it's right? I work it. That's all what makeup is about, is how you work it on yourself. I'm happy with myself. That's the first step. So be happy with yourself. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.